And we're back. Speaking of, and we're back, by the way, how many?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're back. We're playing Starfury.
Despacito.
Is that the only part of Despacito that you know? Oh, shoot, there was a couple.
I don't. You think I actively listen to Despacito?
Why not?
In
It's
my
a good song.
spare time?
Yeah, it's a good song. You know, there's a song. I have this. I mean, I have this thing. Maybe I'm weird like this, but I like songs that have foreign lyrics because they're catchy. So like Numa Numa song, the Jago Sta Dinte, and also the don't crash into me, dude. What the hell? Also,
Gangnam Style probably tickled your.
Yeah, that lives in my head rent free. The other one that is the helicopter song.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What about the Russian national anthem?
Not that one. So I actually played some Starfury while we were gone. And I learned some things. First off, reload speed is first off, I learned how to like fight in half speed instead of quarter speed, so fights aren't going to take agonizingly long. Secondly, reload speed is tied to game speed, or I'm sorry, it's not tied to game speed. So on my old like Windows XP computer, this game would run very slow, but everything would reload at the normal rate. What that means for this game is that torpedoes are actually kind of overpowered.
Jesus.
So that's fun. Also, beam weapons are not as crap as I gave them credit for. So we're going to do some things. We're going to change up our build. First things first, let's get rid of our cargo so we can get a better engine. Because reloading is divorced from game speed, I actually don't need 2 power generators. I can rely on 1 power generator. I can also... I'm going to buy some of these beam weapons. This torpedo's only level 1, so it's gonna be... but I'm going to equip these torpedoes. And then I also figured something. Since all of our weapons are forward-facing, like, I'm... Yeah, those are firing arcs, right? Since all of our weapons are forward-facing, I'm just going to beef up the front shields and armor more than everything else. Because, like, why on earth would I need,
Why would you need the side flank? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you need some protection, right? But not, like, a crazy amount.
Right, but if you're going to be facing them to shoot them...
Yeah. So, normal loadout is 20 kilotons of shields and 10 kilotons of armor for all... sides. I'm actually going to double up our front. So I'm going to go... Ooh, should I go 30 shields instead of 20? Or should I go 40 shields? I have a weight limit.
What's the benefit?
Well, more is better. You see right here, total shield generation goes up to 280. What I could do is I could probably do like 1.5. So I could do a 20 and a 10. 30 shields in the front, and then that would be 15 armor. I'd also probably just do like 10 armor around. Also these special armors, they're actually really good.
Are you proficient with heavy armor? Because if you're not going to be able to cast spells.
This isn't, this isn't Dungeons and Dragons. We don't cast spells. So I'm gonna run with...
I cast antimatter missile.
Yeah, I cast antimatter beam. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. So we have, that's 15 armor in the front and 30 shields. And then everywhere else, I'm going to do 10 shields and 10 armor. Sounds a little bit light.
What about that power usage? You're at 28 out of 20.
Yeah, that's because we have 2 primary weapons and then our point defense weapon. But
they're not running all the time.
Yeah, they're not going to be running all the time. Also, if I'm going to be using beam weapons, I need to have combat sensors. This will allow us to hit things. More or less.
That'll be useful.
Yeah, we didn't have that problem with the depleted uranium cannons. So I think... Let's see. Well, first off, I mean, these armor pieces kind of suck. I'm gonna go with 10 armor and 10 shields. But I'm gonna desperately need upgrades, because all this stuff is under-leveled. All this stuff is like level 1. Ancient.
Yeah, but...
Essentially. I can swap that out. This one I can just put 2 5K pieces, and then I can swap that out. So all of those outdated pieces can go. And then as far as shields go, there's a shield generator, there's a shield generator. Oh, that's a little far.
Oh, those just increase the shield generation speed, I'm guessing?
The amount, the total amount.
Oh, total.
Oh, you're talking about the, these ones?
Yeah.
So there are shield-piercing, weapons in the game. These are resistant to one type of shield piercing.
One type, perfect.
Yes, literally one type. But I mean, that one type, you know, hey man, if you get shot by that,
it's useful.
Yeah, you're just like, ooh, I resist that. Oh, did I sell a level 4? No, okay. Alright, cool. So this is our new loadout. We're more armored front. Bare bones, basically, on the rear. So hopefully we don't get shot up too bad. And I do have some space to play with, so like once I get like I find like an ECM or something. Anyway, the reason that we're outfitting that is because we completed our job to get 50,000 credits. We actually have 72,000. So let's talk to our general and see what his master plan is.
Heck yeah.
Do I have to read all this?
He was the radio guy, wasn't he? They were all radio guys.
They were all radio guys. Do you want to do the voice?
Yeah, I got this.
It's a lot of reading. All right, go for it.
Me.
What is that?
Warming up my voice.
Oh.
You never,
Stacy
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
You gotta, like, put your hand over your mouth so that it sounds like you're on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah. See? There you
go. Now that you've made 60,000 credits, you will travel to the Uturi system and join the Pirate Mercenary Guild. You should be able to find a Pirate Mercenary Guild contact at one of the colonies in this system. Perform at least 3 missions for them to get in your good graces. How do they know exactly how many missions we need to do?
Maybe he's done this before? Like...
like, I used to do this back in the day.
This is the standard, like, operative, like, you know... We send people undercover all the time. Yeah, we send people undercover all the time. This is how many missions you have to do to prove your loyalty, yeah.
We're trying to establish a reputation for you to join in with the pirates. You are authorized to fire on Terran ships or freighters wherever necessary to maintain your... So they're just giving you a license to kill?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have carte blanche on this.
Jesus.
I love this game.
Once you've completed these missions, you should be able to travel through pirate-dominated systems without being immediately attacked. Once you've completed the missions, contact me for Utiri.
Yeah, the pirate system. Contact the Terran General, right? This is General.
Yeah, that won't look
from the pirate-dominated
suspicious
system,
at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not monitoring the airwaves or anything.
No. All right, so Arturi's actually kind of far. We're in Terran space. This is the map, by the way. Wow, look at how little we've explored. We don't even know where our allies, the Abaddon, are. But we have to travel right here to the Arturi system via New Texas. So,
New Texas?
Well, hey man, like
Texas just established their own planet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, no, it's a solar system.
Oh, okay, yeah, because everything's bigger in Texas.
Somebody colonized this system, and then they decided they wanted to be independent from the regular, like, you know, they're a little bit rebellious. They're a little bit loud, boisterous, and heavily armed.
I can imagine that California also made their own star system, but established.
There's not.
Seriously?
Nope. There's not a New California. There is Angeles, which I guess is close to like Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know, the entirety of the solar system is controlled by like 3 planets.
Is that like a mirror of how California is in real life?
Yeah. San Diego, Los Angeles, and
San Francisco, right? San Francisco.
Yeah, and San Diego.
I've never been that.
I'm saying like the big 3.
I've been to California, but I've never really done anything in California. We are in a neutral system, by the way. Now we have left Terran space officially, and that means that we will have random encounters of possibly hostile alien ships. Right now, I'm being talked at by an Abaddon ship, though, so that.
We expect no ill will.
You don't have to.
There's no one on this ship named Will.
Well,
there's nobody in the med bay named Will.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he is on this ship, he's not ill. So we have, let's see, 72,000 credits. That means we only effectively have 22,000. I'm actually gonna swap the tachyon beam for the anti-proton beam. These are long-range beams. who is it? Jeff Kaplan would be proud. He's going to take you out with a long-range beam.
Oh,
this
God.
is actually, yeah, this is actually an or a shield piercing beam, but it has a slower reload rate. So I'm going to see which one I like. During testing, I actually really liked the anti-proton beam, and I would like better scanner. Yes, please. I would like to get I would like to get an ECM. An ECM makes us harder to hit by beam weapons.
Okay.
We're gonna do Pirate Mercenary Guild. We have to spend our 50,000 hard-earned credits. Again, why couldn't they just give us this money?
Yeah, like, it seems stupidly cheap, especially if we only had to, like, run 3 missions and then be like,
so
yep, we have the money.
Yeah, this is the Mercenary Guild. They're wanting us to, like, hunt down anybody. So this is a Xiati.
That looks like a mask from one of the elites in Halo.
Could be. That is an Abaddon ship. This is one of our allies. But again, we are authorized to kill whoever to maintain our cover.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously I'm going to take the one that pays the most. That's a cruiser.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to fight a cruiser. But I will fight this freighter because...
Wait, that one's shaped like the Sydney Opera House.
What, this one?
Yeah,
well,
a little bit.
This is the front. The back is over here. I'm sure
yeah,
that
it's shaped like the Sydney Opera House.
This is a freighter.
And that's just a...
This is a freighter. They're usually pretty tough, but they also don't have a lot of weaponry, and they're paying a lot for this one, so I'm gonna pick that one.
Okay.
Wanduk system. Wanduk is
Xanthus.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
So that'll be my first mission. Hey, look, the warp point's right there.
Wow, that was
I did
convenient.
learn. Yeah, I was gonna say I did learn how to fight in half speed once again. So hopefully the fight doesn't drag on for forever. But we also
because we've done nothing and we're 10 minutes in.
Look, we've done things. We talked to a dude. We got our license to kill.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
What do you mean we've done nothing?
We're on the grid.
It's not every day that you get told by a general, like, kill whoever you want. Just maintain your
kill whoever you want. Our own military cruise? That's fine.
That's a heavy cruiser. I'm gonna avoid that.
Oh, that's a big boy.
I'm gonna just like, nah, man. Oh, there's actually 2 of them. Yeah. No, I'm gonna avoid that one. We're gonna do what they say and clear this area. Okay. So he's all the way up there. Let's go chase him down.
Jeez.
I love the wow. I love the butt suns. Damn, he thick.
Whoa.
I can't show that on YouTube. Oh.
That's a thick ass sun.
All right, hold on. That's a Fazra ship. You're not my target. I don't really want to
fight you.
Did you
just zap him and they're just like, yep, whatever, it's fine.
No, I actually missed. My beams.
Okay, that's why they were fine.
The beam weapons are fairly strong in this game, but they also miss, right? The cannon that we were firing had a really good.
How do you miss a laser?
I don't know. You point it incorrectly. Oh, he's got fighters.
It's a laser. I don't.
Hold on. This guy has fighters. There you go.
Also, lasers. I don't know how lasers would work in space.
I don't know why they make sounds, if I'm being completely honest.
I don't know why they make sounds, and it wouldn't actually make a physical line to the target. It would just hit the target.
And
because there's no particles for it to.
Yeah, most of the time, wouldn't it be invisible, like the laser?
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
wouldn't actually see it. Okay, so we're in a bit of a pickle.
The only reason why you can see a laser line is because of like particles of dust.
So we're in a bit of a pickle right now. As you can see on our radar, let me zoom in.
Oh, you've got a couple of...
The ship on the left.
You're part of a deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
That... Alright. Interesting and, interesting observation. There's our target. That's a fighter. Right. This target back here is also a fighter. And then that is a destroyer. That's the Fazra destroyer that we fired on earlier.
Okay.
I don't... Oh, Andy missed. I don't know if I can take on the... I should be able to take on these fighters, but I really don't want to have to
already destroyed their shields, yeah.
Yeah, the rear shield. Fighters are like... Normally you'd see these in carriers, but I guess this freighter is special, so he has a couple of skills. Yeah, they're a little harassment.
There's a tiny little freighter, though.
Oh, bang. Okay, well, so my point defense cannon is auto-aiming at these things. It's like... Think of it like, like Sea-Wiz on a... You know what Sea-Wiz is? Ooh,
no.
Oh, my side armor. It's like anti-aircraft / anti-torpedo. They do the same thing. So since these are
the chaff.
Yeah. Since this is like a flak cannon almost. So since this is the equivalent of like a fighter. Wow. Well, it's about to die. Let me target the next one. My anti-fighter essentially is kicking in.
Wow. Your fight or flight.
Yeah. Basically. They are hard to hit with my primary weapon, so they're hard to hit with my beams. Please don't run into
Crash into them, see what happens.
No, I really don't want to. Last time we did that, I mean, it did.
We blew up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it technically worked. We just lost our bridge and our crew started dying.
Yeah, it was fine.
Dang.
It was okay.
Yeah. Dang. Man, these things are hard to hit. You know what? I'm just gonna let my I'm gonna let my cannon deal with that, and I'm gonna focus.
Well, he just kind of walked into it.
Guys, he just ate it. They're not the best. Like the AI isn't the best at driving. I'm just gonna use my beam weapons on this guy because it's a bigger target. And it'll be easier to hit. Okay. Yeah. I say easier to hit. One of my gunners, left gunner. You're gonna have to do better than that. Come on,
Sorry, sir. I was on lunch.
Left shark. From the hit song Teenage Dream.
Yeah. That.
Did you see that Katy Perry went to space?
She went to space?
She did a spacewalk, like, semi-recently. That's gonna date this video. Well, I guess the date of the video would date this video.
I have heard nothing of this.
Do you want to look it up?
Yeah, I'm looking
it's
it
relevant.
up.
We're in space right now. It's relevant to the episode.
What? Huh?
Yeah. You know, if that's not a
From
good
the Blue Origin capsule.
Yeah, if that's not a good use of your taxpayer money, I don't know what it is. We said Katy Perry to space. Although Left Shark didn't get a space invite. That's depressing. Honestly, I think Left Shark, you should sue. You should have gone to space too. I think that Left Shark is space worthy. There we go. Alright, I've taken out his rear shield. We'll get to his armor soon. Or I guess we're at his armor. Unless you want to take a break now and like we finish this guy off later.
I'm more concerned about. I'm reading this article.
Why are you concerned about it? It's just a thing that happened.
No, it's hilarious because apparently Kesha also got caught up in the.
Kesha went to space?
Like, no.
Oh.
She drank from a Wendy's cup, and apparently Wendy's was like, "Can we send her back?" I don't know what that means.
What's wrong with Kesha?
How did Kesha get wrapped up in a Katy Perry space flight? What?
Well, that's gonna be a really weird thing to talk about on the episode. Good luck, Caleb, editing this together. I mean, I guess editing isn't that hard. It's more of just like.
Oh, it was because of something that Kesha was suing something or other for something.
I hope that Kesha sues Wendy's. I'd like to. Wendy's is pretty notorious online for having like a doesn't give a fuck Twitter account, and I kind of want. I want to see that beef go back and forth. The Wendy's,
that would be funny.
Like the war that they had with McDonald's was pretty legendary.
It was, but eventually it kind of became so saturated with just, okay, you're relatable, we get it.
Is that like an internet historian reference that you're trying to do there?
What? No, internet historian, what is that?
Very serious business, Stick. Internet historian,
Very
that guy.
serious.
Okay, you know what? Actually, let's take a break real quick.
Let's take a break.
Yeah. And then when we come back, which, I mean, for us is going to be like 2 minutes, for y'all it's going to be like tomorrow. But when we come back, I actually have a pretty funny story about internet historian.
Okay.
So, yeah, well...
Stay tuned.
Something like that. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.